Hey everyone, so if you watched my last video, you saw that I had my hair done in these deep waves. I really like it. I feel like it's really kind of going with the boho beachy trend. So I feel like whether you have thick hair, thin hair, fine hair, coarse hair, this would really work out well for you. I have extremely thick and coarse hair. So yeah, it worked out pretty well for me. I think if you have thinner or finer hair and you're wanting something with more volume and your hair doesn't really hold a curl, this would be the perfect product for you. So the product I'm talking about today is the Hot Tools Deep Waver. It looks just like this. I purchased mine from Ulta. The price I believe was $47.99. I believe the regular price was somewhere around $50. I forget the exact amount. Basically, if you've never seen a deep waver, it's like an intense crimper. So this one right here, one thing that's really nice about this is that it does have a temperature control. It's not just on or off and that's it. It goes from 280 to 430. Since I have coarse and thick hair, I use mine anywhere between 380 to 430, and I hold it in each clamp for about 8 seconds. We go longer than 10. It even said in the instruction manual that they only recommend up to about 8 seconds. With this product, you do need to use it on completely dry hair. So I'm just gonna go over and show you kind of an overview of the actual product. You have a pretty decent length cord. It is a swivel cord, so you're not having to worry about the cord being tangled around the handle while using it. So it has this unlock and lock button right here, so when you're just storing it in your cabinet or wherever you keep your hair products, you don't have something big and bulky like this. So you can lock it. I tend to keep mine on lock while it's heating up, and it only takes 60 seconds to heat up. When you look at it right in here, this is how you get the wave. So as you can see, it's just a big deep. If you've ever used a 3-barrel iron, it's similar. What's really nice about this though is that I've tried another deep waver before, like a long time ago, and the handle was really hard to push down. So by the time I was finished with my hair, my hand hurt extremely bad. You have this little thumb gripper right here so your fingers aren't sliding around. As you can see, you have this little dip and a groove for your thumb to fit in, and then you have another little groove for your index finger. You can obviously hold it either way. I'm doing it this way. I am gonna have a demonstration in this video, so just hang in there and watch the video. I'm trying to keep it short. Another thing, the first time you use it, it does kind of have a protective coating on the barrel. So the first time you heat it up, just keep it on the lowest setting and it'll kind of melt off on its own. You don't see anything and it doesn't really smoke up, but you'll smell that burnt kind of burnt rubber or plastic smell. That should go away after the first time. If you're smelling it every time, then Houston, you have a problem and you probably need to return it. Like I said, I did purchase mine at Ulta. Ulta has a great return policy, so if it's something you buy and you end up not liking, you do have 60 days to return it, but I honestly can say I think you'll be incredibly happy with this product. You don't really need to grip down here while working down. If that is comfortable for you though, there is this tiny little plastic rod, but just be forewarned, if it does take you a while to do your hair, this does eventually get hot, just like any other product. I didn't have any problem with the handle getting hot. It took me about 20 minutes to do my entire hair, but also keep in mind my hair is incredibly thick and it's pretty long. I wore my curls for 2 days. I could definitely have gone 3 if I wanted to, but the back of my hair was kind of getting ratty. If I would have squirted some dry shampoo in there and fixed it up, it would have been fine, because these curls definitely do last. I feel like they just give a really kind of natural looking curl, I don't know, or wave I should say. So yeah, it's super easy to use. I feel like anybody could do it. So yeah, I'll go ahead and put the demonstration. I did spray a tiny bit of heat tamer in it. Normally I use my It's a 10, but just because that's a heavier mist, I wanted something thin that would kind of spray out an even mist of product. So I use that. Now just go through and make sure your hair is all combed out of any tangles. Okay, and I'm just going to section off my hair. You can either use a clip or a rubber band, whichever you're the most comfortable with. I'm just going to be using a rubber band today, and I'm going to kind of section right above my ears. But this all depends on the thickness and the texture of your hair. So I'm just going to tie this section up out of the way. So now I have this lower section left. So basically, if you want more volume, all you have to do is use smaller sections. If you want less volume, just use wider sections. Now, I'm gonna kind of do some smaller, some larger, and that way it's just kind of mixed texture. So now you just hold this right here, take it right on up to the root, and clamp down. Now, I wouldn't hold this on here probably longer than 10 seconds. I normally hold mine on for about 8 seconds. So you have this on, release, and what I do is just keep on holding onto the strand. Now you see that bend? Right here is where I'm going to start the next crimp. So place that back in the barrel and clamp down once again. So the longer hair you have, the longer it's gonna take. But once you get the hang of it, it's super easy and it goes by fast. And what's really nice about this is that the next day it looks really nice. I actually liked the second day look more than the first. Okay, so just keep on going down. And what I like to do while it's cooling is push my hair up rather than have tension on it, because then you're gonna lose some of the wave. So just all the way on down. Once you get up here, just hold it up all the way to the end. And make sure you get all of the hair in the clamp. The first time I was letting some of the hair slip out. So there you go, there's the first wave. So as you can see, it's super easy. Okay, so now the next one, I'm gonna take a little bit more hair. So as you can see, it's wider. So once again, back up to the root, clamp down. Release, and where this next wave is, this wave right here, that's where I'm gonna place the wave back into this first barrel. So clamp down there. So you're overlapping, just so then now, because if I started down here, like past this, then this piece right here would remain straight and not have the same wave effect. So you have to overlap over the very last wave. Hold on, release. And there you go. So as you can see, it's super easy and it gives you these really nice waves. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this bottom section and meet you back on up at the top. Okay guys, so I am up at the top section now. I know this looks crazy with me just holding it to the side. As you can see, I kind of have a triangular shape up here at the top now. What I'm gonna do is divide this right here into kind of a straight piece. And just take the deep waver, and I just want this going back. So as we were doing on the side, clamp down, go to the next wave, clamp again. Really make sure you get your ends in there, otherwise you're gonna get kind of an awkward straight piece. Now just because I want this piece kept back, I'm just gonna give it a little spritz. And with these waves in my hair, I like to use a pump hairspray rather than an aerosol, just because it gives it a more flexible look rather than a really stiff, starchy effect. So I'm going to do one more piece going straight back. And I don't recommend spraying product on it before crimping it, because you're just going to burn your hair in there. You're going to burn the product into the, why do I keep saying crimping, waving? You don't want to burn product into the barrels. Okay, so I did all of my hair now. I'm up at the top. As you can see, these sections here I did hold straight up and crimp just because my hair likes to split all the way down to the back of my head. I do have a problem with like cowlicks and whirls. So I held this straight up and crimped it this way rather than following my part. So you can really decide however you like to wear the front, if you want it in a middle part, a side part, or just going all back. I decided to do kind of a side part. Right, same thing over here, grab a section. Okay, now I'm just gonna take a pump hairspray and spray this throughout the waves and kind of scrunch it up. I'm gonna flip my hair upside down and spray as well, just to get some more volume and lift. If I had a flower clip or something, I'd probably stab that in. I do have this little flower bobby pin. I'm just gonna poke this in right here. So there you go. So as you can see with this deep waver, you could definitely create so many styles. It's so easy to get kind of that boho and just a quick little review. It'll be something that you want to pick up. I really think this gives you the perfect style for the summer and the spring. I feel like if you did it the night before school, you would definitely just have to touch it up a tiny bit in the morning. You may not even have to touch it up at all. If you're doing this on clean hair, don't put in, you obviously put in a heat protectant, but don't put in hairspray before doing this, because you will melt your hair with the product onto the barrels. You don't want to do that. After it's cooled down, just take a wet washcloth and wipe it down a little bit, not soaking wet, but I guess just damp, just to get any product off of there or anything residue off of your hair that transferred onto the barrels. Definitely leave a direct link to this product down in the description box if you wanted to check it out. Like I said, when I purchased it a couple days ago, it was $47.99. Hot Tools always seems to be having a sale at Ulta, and plus if you get the Ulta flyer, you always get $3.50 off. So yeah, definitely check it out. I honestly think a lot of you guys would be happy with it, especially with the boho style being so trendy right now. So yeah, like I said, this is just the Hot Tools Deep Waver, and yeah, that's about all I have to say. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, learned something from it, and if you guys get this, I would love to hear back from you. And yeah, that's it. So I hope you guys all have a great Friday, and I'll see you next time. Bye!